what action can you take? Pick a card reading. Okay, this is a pick a card, obviously. It's what action can you take around this time. So it's not, it doesn't have to be romantic, but most of you I know are inquiring about a romantic situation. Okay, so if you'd like a private reading with me or any other information about this or any other readings, please check the description box below. I'm about to start the reading, so if you haven't chosen your group already, please pause the recording so that you can make your decision. Here we go. So we are looking, number one, at what action you can take. We've got the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Tower. Now, when we see the Tower, we automatically kind of panic a bit, or we think, oh no, because this means like some sort of really chaotic, difficult time coming. It doesn't have to mean that. It often does, but with these other two cards, I don't think that's what has to be the case. I think what it's saying is if you don't wake up to something, the universe will push the fact. So you are, the universe is trying to wake you up to something. It's trying to give you a breakthrough, an aha, a revelation, a realization. The problem is if you don't pay attention to this and take action from this inspiration, you're going to find that the universe does it for you. So a good example of this would be constantly moaning that you hate your job, telling everybody you don't like it. And instead of actually taking action to go and find a new one, you just continue to complain until you get fired or you get made redundant or whatever. And then you find that you're panicking because you're worrying about whether you're going to make money, etc. Instead of, when you get the inspiration, trying to find the new job. Okay, the point here is whatever it is that you are being woken up to, you are being supported. The Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands are really great. And so is the Tower, actually. Because the Tower is about you having an aha, a revelation. You see where something is going and you manage to avoid a crisis through your own awareness and your spiritual kind of connectedness. You know, your intuition works. Obviously, your intuition always works. I didn't mean that. Your connection with your intuition works and you know, oh, hang on, I need to do this or that or the other. The thing is, if you listen to the way the universe is trying to speak to you, and if you wake up to this fact, what you'll find is that everything starts to move forwards. You'll have things suddenly starting to work out. You'll get that nudge to move. And you will, you know, break down anything that is kind of dysfunctional or, you know, less than ideal in your life. You're going to break down all of those things and you're going to be able to move forwards. So, loads of love, number ones. I will see you on a private reading or on here over the next couple of days. Have a wonderful day. Hi, group 2. Okay, so we are looking at what action you can take. And it's a pick a card. You've picked group 2 today. You maybe always pick group 2. I don't know. Right, so we've got the Hierophant, Knight of Wands, and Justice. Okay, it's really important, guys, that you learn from learn from past mistakes. So when you're wanting to take action, make sure that you don't make foolish or impulsive decisions. Now, the Knight of Wands, do we realise that this is intuitive? I don't know whether I said that at the beginning. So this isn't, when I'm pointing at cards, I'm saying this is where I'm picking this message up from, but it's not necessarily exactly the, you know, if you read a book about what the Knight of Wands would mean, it wouldn't say that necessarily, you know? I'm just saying that because I do realise this interpretation is a little bit different, perhaps, to the traditional one. There's a tendency for you to, in the circumstance that you're inquiring about, be foolish in some way, be overly excited or overly angry. You know, the Knight of Wands is passionate. This guy is a man on a mission. This guy is going for it. Okay? What they're saying here is, you know what, just be careful that you don't lose your balance, that you learn from your past mistakes, that you don't make massive rushes here, there and everywhere, that you stick to the path you have already decided on, that you don't make any massive bold changes, and that you learn from past mistakes. You've made those kind of bold moves before, probably, and they haven't quite worked out for you. you know, or it's not gone the way you would like, or and really what they're saying is this time, be really sensible, listen to that inner light. You know, it might be that you need to take action, but, so it's not saying don't take action, it's saying don't take like risky, over the top action that you may have to, you know, without having any kind of calm, centered attitude. If you do that, you may find that you have to retract, or you have to change tracks, etc. The Justice card again backs up with the Hierophant. Both of these cards are about doing the right thing from different points of view, but the point is here with this Knight of Wands in the middle, you need to make sure that you're balanced. You need to make sure that you're mature. You need to make sure that you make a decision that is fair and just and right for everybody concerned, and that you're not kind of so that you're not kind of having to backtrack at a later date or feeling kind of silly for something you've said or done. You know, there's a need to maintain balance all the time, and to stay calm and measured, you know. If you can do this, what you'll find is that if this involves a situation that you are maybe frustrated with, if this involves a situation that you're hoping will resolve or something, what this is saying is if you can stay mature and calm and measured, this indeed will resolve. You won't need to worry about this anymore. You won't need, because you'll break the karmic cycle. You will have shown the universe, I learned my lesson before. I am able to cope with this situation. I'm not going to rush in and make a foolish, take a foolish action or whatever. And so because of this, the situation can resolve, because the chances are that you keeping calm, learning from the past, knowing how to listen to your inner wisdom, staying balanced and doing the right thing. These were the reasons why you were presented with this situation. When you show that you can follow through on that, you will no longer need the lesson anymore. Okay, so in many ways, the action you need to take is to, perhaps for a lot of you, no action, but it's more the way you respond to the situation. If you respond with balance and maturity and from your inner light, you cannot go wrong. Loads of love, guys. I will see you on here over the next couple of days or in a private reading in the meantime. Loads of love, guys. Hi, number 3. So, what action can you take? Oh, here we go. You actually got 4 cards that it popped out with 4, so that's fine. Okay, what action can you take? The King of Cups here, there's a lot of interesting energies going on here. The King of Cups here says you've got to be emotionally intelligent. Yeah? You've got to be really wise. You've got to be really down to earth. You've got to be really emotionally intelligent. You've got to stay balanced. You've got to stay really focused on what you're doing. Be generous emotionally. Be open emotionally. But keep balanced. Keep steady. Yeah? This goes hand in hand with the Fountain. The Fountain is peculiar to the Fountain Tarot deck. It comes after the World and it has the meaning of be. It's like stillness, isness, beingness. It's like this kind of equilibrium. It's got the infinity symbol here. It's like the totality. So it's this really like wise, mature stillness. This is the action that you can take, is really kind of, it's more how you are than what you do. You need to demonstrate maturity, demonstrate balance, demonstrate authority as the King of Cups. Demonstrate that you are that mature, balanced person who has really something to offer here, because you do. If you can show this balance and this maturity and this kind of equilibrium and this stability, you're going to find that this plants a seed in a person's mind, or it plants a seed in the situation. It allows a situation to begin. You won't necessarily see it beginning, but it will, the seed will be planted, and this will allow something new to grow. So what action can you take? In many ways, you're probably not taking a lot of action directly towards the situation. It's more that you have this energy and presence of maturity, and this on its own, without you even necessarily doing a lot, creates the seed being planted, and this allows something to begin. But you might not see this manifest for a little bit of time, But what it does do is it brings the end to a situation, and which allows for the beginning of the other one. So it's like this Ten of Swords looks kind of not great, but you know, in terms of action that you can take, it's good, because what it's saying is there's all this balance, maturity, kind of things coming full circle, being able to start something new. So the Ten of Swords just means that the worst is over in this situation. The ending has already happened, and now there's the chance for the new beginning, the new balance and the new situation to come through. Loads of love, number threes. I will see you on here over the next couple of days on YouTube or on a private reading. In the meantime, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you really soon.